everyone. Welcome back for another elementary lesson. We are learning all this month about subscribing to or following Jesus. We have talked all about how we can know forgiveness because of Jesus and that Jesus knows us and loves us. Today, we are going to be learning about a story in the Bible about when some people began to follow Jesus, and that we too can follow Jesus. So let's start our lesson today with a fun game about following. You are going to follow me around the whole world, and you have to guess where I end up. You're going to see a really zoomed in picture of the place where I am, and you have to make a guess at where you think I am with only seeing this really zoomed in picture. So are you guys ready to make some guesses? Let's play. You guys really followed me all over in that game. I hope you were able to guess some. Well, in today's Bible story, we are going to hear all about one of the amazing ways Jesus got some followers, otherwise known as disciples. So pay attention as you watch our lesson video to see who starts following Jesus.
One day, as Jesus was preaching on the shore of the Sea of Galilee, a big crowd of people gathered. As the crowd grew, the people pressed closer and closer to Jesus.
Jesus saw 2 empty boats at the water's edge. The fishermen had left and were washing their nets.
Jesus stepped into one of the boats. It belonged to Simon and his brother Andrew.
Simon? Don't you mean Peter?
Well, later Jesus gives Simon a new name and calls him Peter, but that hasn't happened yet, so in this story, his name is still Simon.
Got it. So where were we? Oh yeah, Jesus asked Simon to take him out on the water away from the shore.
Right, and Simon did it. Jesus sat in the boat away from the shore and taught the crowds from there. When Jesus finished teaching, he said,
"Go out where it is deep and let down your nets to catch some fish." We worked hard all night and didn't catch a thing. But if you say so, I'll let down the nets again.
Simon and Andrew let down their nets, and this time, when they pulled the nets out of the sea, they were so full of fish they began to tear. They called out to their friends who owned the other boat.
Guys, bring your boat over here. You're not going to believe this.
James, John, and their father Zebedee brought their boat over. Soon, both boats were so full of fish, they almost sank.
The fishermen were amazed. They knew Jesus had performed a miracle right in front of them. Simon fell to his knees.
He was in awe. Simon saw how powerful Jesus was and knew he must have been sent by God.
Oh Lord, please leave me. I don't deserve to be near you. I have disobeyed God.
Don't be afraid. From now on, you'll be fishing for people.
Jesus meant that from that day forward, they would be telling people everywhere about Jesus and his power. And because of that, many would choose to follow Jesus.
When they got back to shore, Simon and his brother Andrew decided to follow Jesus.
Their friends, James and John, left their boat with their father so they could follow Jesus too.
Those 4 fishermen left everything behind so they could follow Jesus' example.
They learned about Jesus, spent time with him, and discovered how to do everything the way Jesus did.
And that's how Simon,
Also known as Peter,
along with Andrew, James, and John, became Jesus' very first disciples.
Wow, what a miracle. They caught so many fish that they had to ask for help from a nearby boat. The nets got so heavy that they began to break, and both boats started to sink. Simon knew this was impossible. Only someone who controls the seas can make something like this happen. Simon knew that was Jesus. He knew this was someone very special and that he had to follow him. So when Jesus said, "Come and follow me, I will make you fishers of men," Simon and Andrew dropped everything and followed Jesus. So now let's hear from Carl and Andy and see what our big idea is this week.
Well, Carl, just like Jesus asked Peter and Andrew to become followers, he's asking us to do the exact same thing.
But I'm not a fisherman, like Peter or Andrew.
And that's okay. Jesus wants fishermen to follow him, and farmers and cobblers and astronauts and teachers and everyone. Jesus wants us to follow him.
You said cobbler, like a pie?
No, they make shoes.
I don't think so. Pies don't have hands. Pies can't make a shoe.
I think you missed that. I just said our big idea.
I don't think so.
Yeah, Jesus wants us to follow him.
Well, cobblers don't have hands. Let me check
Cobblers
something.
who
Hold on, let me
make-
check
yeah, okay.
something. Oh, that's it. He just said our big idea.
No way!
Cobblers don't have hands. Today's big idea is cobblers don't have hands. They're pies.
No, our big idea today is Jesus wants us to follow him.
Oh, yes. So let's say it out loud on the count of 3.
1,
2, 3. Jesus wants us to follow him. Yeah!
You okay? You need cobbler?
Speaking of fishing, do you know what the most expensive fish out there is?
No, I don't think I do.
The goldfish. Oh, what do you call a fish with no eyes?
What? That was horrible. That was horrible.
You can laugh, Andy. Don't act so fish-ticated. Fish.
These are officially the worst.
Hey-o, salmon's getting in the spirit. Have a fantastic week, kids.
Simon and Andrew fished to survive each day, but Jesus wanted them to do more than catch fish. He wanted them to follow God and help others do the same. Jesus also wants us to follow him and follow God and help others do the same. When Simon made the decision to follow Jesus, Jesus gave him a new life where he got to know, love, and serve God. And Jesus wants the same for us today. So let's take some time and talk about that as a family. Pause the video and answer the questions on the next slide, and then come on back. I hope you guys had some great discussion. Let's end our lesson today with an activity. I have a blank word search for you guys, and you can print this off from your newsletter or off the website. And I want you to make your own word search from today's lesson. So first, you need to create a word bank with like 10 to 12 words from our story today. A few examples might be like fisherman or nets or follow, just to get your brain started, but you can put any words from our story today. And then place your words first on your blank word search in any direction, up, down, backwards, diagonal. And once you've positioned all of your words, then you fill in the rest of the blank spaces with random letters. And now they're hidden and hard to find. So you can then give your word search to someone in your family and see if they can solve your puzzle. And as they find the words, you can even retell them the story from today. Wouldn't that be so cool? I hope you have fun with that. And that brings us to the end of our lesson. Thank you so much for spending time with me today. I hope you have a great week, and I can't wait to see you next week. Bye.